Hello, everyone. I hope this is what they mean by masks, right? I got the right one. I wouldn't know. This is day 36 that I have not actually haven't gone anywhere. I haven't been in my car, I haven't gone to a store, I haven't gone to a grocery store. And so the great escape is tomorrow. I am actually going to go in my car and drive to Toronto and encounter the world and society. And so it's going to be interesting to see what it looks like 6 weeks after I left it. So, yeah, so day 36, I had to really think about it before I started this video because I've been off for like 2 weeks now. So, what I want to talk to you about today is the idea of incrementalism, or an easier way to put it is the kind of 10% idea. And I don't even know where I picked this up. I might have heard, I think Julian was talking about it. And the idea is that, making big changes or doing big things is really difficult, and especially at a time like this. And, last time I talked about, not being guilty for not doing stuff. So that still holds, that still stands. I would say, especially if you are working from home, if you're working full time, trying to homeschool, trying to cook for your family, trying to not kill your spouse. I mean, just ignore the rest of this video. Well, not really. Because even though we don't want to necessarily be productive or do things, we don't need to worry about any of that. But there might be some things that you're thinking about or that are kind of getting you down or making you feel bad. And so this is a really, again, scientifically proven, but I'm not going to get into the science, way of trying to get just like a teeny, teeny, teeny bit of progress or a teeny bit better at stuff. So the main idea is that, so let's say you are staying up way too late, and every day you wake up and you're like, oh my God, I feel horrible. I have to go to bed early. I have to go to bed early. But you can't. It's like a big change. You're in a habit right now. There's stress. There's all sorts of things. So let's say you're going to bed at midnight and you rather go to bed at 10 p.m. That's going to be pretty hard to implement. So the idea is, instead of going to bed at midnight, on the first night, you try and go to bed at 11:55. Like, I'm serious. It's not that big of a change. And maybe after a couple nights, you're trying to go to bed at 11:50, and then maybe it goes to 11:40. And so that's the idea, is just start little by little. I know a lot of you have talked to me about food and snacking. And again, this isn't a time where we need our comfort. We need to do whatever we need to do to survive right now. So that's the caveat that goes beyond all of this. But if it's starting to make you feel bad, again, the idea would be like, if I take my own example into account, instead of eating 6 cookies at once, maybe the first shot I'll try and eat 5.5. This happened to me yesterday. Yesterday, I was again, I'm saying it over and over again. For me, the only focus is mental health. And for me, mental health is directly tied to physical activity. So yesterday, I was like, okay, I have to do something, but I'm tired, I'm sore, I don't want to do anything. So I thought, okay, I'm just going to walk for 10 minutes. Um, but guess what happened? By the time I put on my shoes and I started walking, even after 3 minutes, I was like, oh yeah, this makes me feel better. This is good. And I ended up walking for 30 minutes, but my plan was only 10. Writers know this very well. I was just reading something by Robin Sharma, who was talking about a famous writer, I forget who, basically said, like, the first thing you write is garbage every time, but the idea is that you just write something on a page. You just get started. Even if you write 2 sentences, it really helps to get even further ahead. So that is my thought of the day, and my challenge of the day is there something you can just move the dial by 10%? It might be, yelling 10% less at your children. It might be like, it's to that degree. I know a lot of us is just like, real survival. And by the way, on that note, about surviving and people struggling, going through rough times, let people go through their rough times, right? Like, we don't all have to be positive and cheery and everything's going to be okay. If someone's feeling bad, they're feeling bad. Say, yeah, like it sucks. I'm a pretty positive person, but I mean, like, even me, I have down days, I have bad days, and it's like, and people are like, chin up. Yeah, you know what? Don't tell me chin up. Like, I need to just have my moments. So let's be understanding and compassionate with people, whether they are, doing their big projects, they're doing their 10%, they're barely surviving, or they're going downhill. Let's just all try and support each other. And I'll try and find a better mask than my Mardi Gras mask. All right, bye.